1 year since the Bourbon Street terror attack that killed 14 people, and New Orleans officials aren't letting up on keeping the public safe for all future events.
Yeah, got a lot of conversations going on what to do here permanently. Less than 12 hours before thousands are expected to head to the Superdome for the Sugar Bowl. We've got City Council District C Representative Freddie King III in this morning to talk about security measures, both permanent and temporary. Good morning to you, sir. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
You know, we were talking before the break. You said that on your way over here, you were able to pass by Bourbon Street, give it a first look. We had you on the air this morning 1 year ago to talk about what you were seeing and hearing then. Talk to us about where your thoughts are right now, 1 year later, as we do reflect.
First of all, my thoughts are with the family. I have been in touch with multiple family members of the victims, so we definitely want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And just how far we've come as a city as it relates to safety in the French Quarter and on Bourbon Street. Things are safer. I think we are more prepared for an event like this. And there's been a lot of discussions and a lot of actions taken to keep our citizens, visitors, and businesses safe.
And we talk about that as far as how far we have come. I think we've learned a lot. We're still talking about ways to improve, but a big question is we still have temporary barriers, which I know you were telling us they still serve a purpose, but I think a lot of people are wondering, what does a permanent solution look like? Where do we stand as far as that?
Well, Captain Palumbo, I think, has a great idea with the swing gates along on the side streets of Bourbon. The issue is the cost. I know we have a financial situation right now in the city. We want to be prudent. We want to measure once and cut twice. So we, as a council, felt it was best to have the incoming administration dot the I's, cross the T's, look at a contract that they feel is suitable for the city moving forward. We don't want to have this outgoing administration saddle the incoming administration with a contract that they don't think the city can afford. So we will get a permanent solution in the upcoming months. We think it's best to make sure that it's something that the city can afford.
And to be clear, those bollards that Captain Palumbo recommended could cost about $1.3 million, and that's sort of the number we're looking at.
Right,
and you said it could take how many months?
It's going to take about 6 months. So if you sign a contract today, you still would need temporary barricades for the next 6 months, 6+ months. So we think it's best to wait a couple weeks. My ask directly, would this affect public safety if we wait? The answer is no, because the temporary barricades still are there to protect the public. So we want to make sure we get it right moving forward.
It does make sense. It is rational. The Teneo report from Bill Bratton, commissioned by the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation through the request of Superintendent Kirkpatrick, was published in April of last year, and that's where that big headline recommendation to transform Bourbon Street into a pedestrian mall for those first 8 blocks was made. And not everyone agrees with that. Some people say that it should happen. As the representative for the French Quarter, how do you feel about that? What's your opinion on the matter? Should those first 8 blocks be pedestrian mall? Well,
my opinion comes directly from the residents, the business, and the workers in the French Quarter. And the overwhelming majority of the answer that I've heard personally was it should not be permanently pedestrian. Certain times, certain events, Sugar Bowl, of course, Mardi Gras, you want to take those safety precautions, but the everyday life of the French Quarter would be drastically turned upside down if you would make Bourbon Street pedestrian 24/7.
I also want to talk about just going forward as we do get set for a new administration, this transition here from the Cantrell administration to the Moreno administration, a new council as well.
Yes.
What is the conversation? Where are your thoughts here on where we're going in terms of having a better conversation between the council and the essentially the CEO's office?
Well, I look at it like this. You have 7 council members and you have a mayor, so that's 8 elected officials who work in City Hall. Out of those 8, 5 have worked together last year on the council. You have incoming CAO, Mr. Joe Giarrusso. So he's not elected, but he's still a big part of the administration. So there's a lot of continuity. There's a lot of trust, I believe, amongst the council members and the mayor and her staff. So I look forward to having a working relationship. I know my former chief of staff is now going to be the director in the governmental affairs for Mayor-elect Moreno. So I believe that continuity, that trust factor is already there. And I look forward to a working relationship with not just the mayor and administration, but the incoming council members as well.
And we should also say on January 12th of that new council, those new redistricting lines go into place, so you can say hello to your new members of your constituency.
That's right. District C is growing. I look forward to representing the residents, the new residents and businesses in District C, and having a good 2026.
We all do, for sure. Well, thank you for joining us this morning
Thank
and
you for
just
having me.
walking us through this. I know a lot of questions there, and so hopefully some answers as well, and we look forward to seeing more on that permanent solution. So, Freddie King III, thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year to you and your family, good
Thank
sir.
you.